Hey everyone, welcome back to Space Moment. I'm your host, and today we're talking about one of the most beautiful celestial events happening in just 2 days, on March 8th, 2026. Imagine this, the brilliant evening star Venus and the majestic ringed giant Saturn coming so close in the sky that they'll look like they're kissing. They'll be just about 1 degree apart. That's roughly the width of your thumb at arm's length. This is a rare planetary conjunction that's visible to the naked eye, and it's going to be a stunning sight in the evening sky. Whether you're a seasoned stargazer or just someone who loves looking up, this is an event you don't want to miss. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know: what a conjunction is, why this one is special, how to find it from your location, tips for photographing it, the science behind it, and even some fun myths and history. Stick around. By the end, you'll be ready to grab your binoculars and head outside. Let's dive in. First things first, what exactly is a planetary conjunction? In astronomy, a conjunction happens when 2 or more celestial bodies appear close together in the sky from our perspective on Earth. It's not that they're actually touching. Venus and Saturn are millions of miles apart in space, but their orbits line up so they seem super close to us. Think of it like 2 cars on parallel highways. From the side, they look like they're right next to each other, even if they're lanes apart. This particular conjunction between Venus and Saturn is called a close approach. On March 8th, at around 1:15 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, that's 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time in the US, they'll be at their closest, about 0 degrees 54 minutes apart. But the main show for viewers is in the evening, when they'll be visible after sunset at about 10:11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time for the actual conjunction moment at 1 degree 0 minutes. I love these events because they remind me how dynamic our solar system is. The planets are always moving, and every once in a while, they put on a show just for us Earthlings. It's like the universe is saying, "Hey, look up." And this one is extra special because Venus is the brightest planet in our sky, shining at magnitude -3.8, brighter than any star except the Sun. And Saturn, at magnitude 1.0, is no slouch either with its iconic rings. Together, they'll be a dazzling pair low in the western sky.
Now, the big question: when and where can you see this? The best time is shortly after sunset on March 8th. About 30 to 60 minutes later. Look toward the western horizon. The planets will be low in the sky, so you need a clear view without trees, buildings, or mountains blocking it. For viewers in the northern hemisphere, like the US, Europe, or India, it'll be visible in the early evening. In the southern hemisphere, like Australia or South America, it might be a bit higher and easier to spot. Let's break it down by time zones. In New York, Eastern Time, sunset around 5:50 p.m. Look west from 6:20 p.m. Venus will pop out first as a bright white dot, with Saturn just above it. In London, Greenwich Mean Time, sunset at 5:50 p.m. Prime viewing 6:20 to 7:20 p.m. In New Delhi, Indian Standard Time, sunset at 6:15 p.m. Check from 6:45 p.m. In Sydney, Australian Eastern Daylight Time, sunset at 7:40 p.m., but since it's evening there too, look west around 8:10 p.m. If you're in a city with light pollution, head to a darker spot like a park or beach. And remember, the planets set quickly. You'll have about an hour before they dip below the horizon. Personally, I think the magic of these events is that they're free and accessible to everyone. No fancy equipment needed at first. Just step outside and look. But if you have binoculars or a small telescope, Saturn's rings will blow your mind even from this low angle. Here's a quick simulation of what it'll look like. March 2026 astronomy highlights, spring skies and more. Aurora? This is from Stellarium, Venus bright below Saturn, with Neptune nearby if you have a telescope.
Let's geek out on the science for a bit. Why do Venus and Saturn line up like this? Venus orbits the Sun every 225 Earth days, zipping around closer to us than Saturn, which takes 29 years for one orbit. So Venus laps Saturn in the sky every few years,
But close conjunctions like this, under 1 degree, are rarer. The last one this tight was in 2022, and the next won't be until 2032. In space, Venus will be about 150 million miles from Earth, while Saturn is over 900 million miles away. That's why they look close, but are actually separated by billions of miles. Magnitude-wise, Venus at -3.8 is like a mini headlight in the sky, caused by its thick clouds reflecting 70% of sunlight. Saturn's glow comes from its icy rings and atmosphere. What excites me as a space enthusiast is how this event highlights the precision of our solar system. Everything is in constant motion, governed by gravity, and we get to witness these alignments from our tiny blue dot. It's a reminder that the cosmos is a giant clockwork machine, beautiful and predictable. If you're into astrophotography, this is a prime target. The contrast between Venus's pure white and Saturn's golden hue will make for stunning photos. Okay, practical tips time. How to make the most of this. First, check the weather. Clear skies are key. Use apps like Clear Outside or Weather Underground for astronomy forecasts. For naked eye viewing, find a spot with a low western horizon. Venus will appear first as the sky darkens. It's impossible to miss. Saturn will pop out right next to it. Binoculars, 7x50 or similar, will show Saturn's rings if the seeing is good. A small telescope, 4-inch or larger, will reveal the rings clearly and maybe even Titan, Saturn's biggest moon. Photographing. On your phone, use night mode or a long exposure app like Nightcap. Set ISO to 800 to 1600, exposure 5 to 10 seconds. Prop your phone on a tripod or steady surface. For DSLRs, wide-angle lens, f2.8, ISO 800, 10-second exposure. Pro tip: include foreground like trees or a city skyline for epic shots. I remember my first conjunction. It was Venus and Jupiter in 2012. I was hooked after that. These moments make astronomy feel personal and immediate. Don't just watch, share it with friends or family. Now, a fun detour into history and myths. Venus is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. No wonder it's called the kiss with Saturn, the god of time and agriculture. In ancient times, Babylonians tracked Venus for calendars, and Mayans built temples aligned to its risings. Conjunctions like this were seen as omens, good or bad, depending on the culture. In astrology, Venus-Saturn meetings symbolize blending passion, Venus, with discipline, Saturn. Famous past events. The 1770 Venus-Saturn conjunction was observed by Captain Cook during his voyage. More recently, the 2016 one was visible during a solar eclipse weekend. What I find cool is how these alignments connect us to our ancestors. They've been watching the same sky for thousands of years, wondering the same things. It's a timeless human experience. After this conjunction, March 2026 has more in store. On March 20th, the spring equinox, equal day and night. Then, watch for the moon passing Mars on March 14th to 18th. Looking ahead, June 9th brings a Venus-Jupiter conjunction, even brighter. And don't forget ongoing missions like Europa Clipper launching later this year. These events keep the excitement going. Follow Space Moment for updates. We'll cover them all. So there you have it, your complete guide to the Venus-Saturn kiss on March 8th. It's a simple yet profound reminder of the wonders above us. If you'll be watching, hit that like button. Comment your viewing location and if you'll try photographing it. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more space moments like this. Thanks for joining me. Now go out and look up. Clear skies.